Good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine Leswing. I work for the Bureau of Student Wellness at the New Hampshire Department of Education. Thanks for tuning in today. We're talking about sleep routines. This is a chat that we had a few weeks ago, but we thought it would be appropriate and relevant to update it a little bit and just revisit it because I think a lot of us kind of drift back into our old habits and our sleep can be affected because of it. Before we jump into the content today, I just wanted to remind everyone to follow us on our different social media channels. You found us on Facebook. We're on Twitter at NH Schools, and also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Almost every weekday at 3 p.m., we're running our afternoon bell sessions that are a guest speaker series on most days. And we've been having some really engaging conversations that are informative and really run the gamut as far as topics, from how to have healthy play with your students to student or youth suicide prevention to mandated reporting, all very appropriate and relevant information. So like I mentioned, my name is Catherine Leswing, and I work for the Bureau of Student Wellness at the New Hampshire Department of Education. Thank you for tuning into our morning chat this morning. We're hoping to provide you some support and some tips today on sleep routines. So our session today is called Revisiting Those Sleep Routines. And like I mentioned, we did a session like this a while back, but we figured now that we're 8 weeks into New Hampshire's stay-at-home order, we might all be able to benefit from a refresher. So I thought I would pose the question to you: how have your sleep patterns changed since the stay-at-home order went into effect? And have you made any changes to your sleep routines? I know that mine have, and I'm just going to put this question in the comment box here, so feel free to comment on it. For most of us, the combination of changed routines to our normal daily lives, anxiety about the global pandemic and what's to come, and also the increased use of screens has led to sleep changes for a lot of us. And at the same time, we all know how important sleep is for our health. The health benefits are innumerable. It improves memory, cardiovascular health, metabolism, mood, our immune systems. So today I'm going to go back and share 6 suggestions. I've rearranged them a little bit and I've added a few things just to kind of update us and bring us to where we are now that we're, 8 weeks into being at home for a lot of us. Many people, and just a shout out to essential workers and folks who are still going out and working. Thank you for your service. And so we are sure, though, that sleep routines have changed for everybody, even those who are going out into the world. So the first tip is to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. And in this same vein, to set your bedtime based on the number of hours of sleep you need. So I typically wake up with my son around 6:30. And so that means I really need to be in bed, lights out at 10:30 if I'm going to get a full 8 hours. The CDC recommends that adults 18 and over get 7 to 9 hours. For our kids who are at home, it's higher though. So a child who's 3 to 5 years old needs 10 to 13 hours of sleep a day. 6 to 12 years old needs 9 to 12 hours. And an adolescent 13 to 18 needs 8 to 10 hours. This is a tip I really like, and this is one that's been updated, to keep your sleeping area tidy. So for a lot of us to have the changes in routines and the schedule, it can leave our brains feeling a little on haywire with all the chaos. And so keeping our sleeping area tidy and comfortable is a way to allow our brains to relax for the evening. If it's possible, washing sheets regularly, cleaning up clothes. I know we're all exhausted and tired of doing housework, but keeping that sleeping area tidy and making a point of it will help you to relax at night and get comfortable. This is the big one. I almost put this one number one. This is the one that's changed the most for me personally, and it is to turn off screens at least 1 hour before bed. So in the last session of sleeping routines that I had done, I had made the suggestion to charge the phone across the room and to make the bed area a phone-free zone. Since then, I had a conversation with Media Power Youth, and I've been doing my own research because I noticed that my own personal screen use was just astronomical. I was using it all day for work. I was using it to relax at night, and I just was left feeling really kind of almost buzzed at the end of the night. And we know that light at night, especially blue light, slows the secretion of melatonin, which is the body's sleep hormone. And this is really true when we're looking at our cell phones. So I took Heather Inyart, the executive director at Media Power Youth's suggestion to get an alarm clock for my bedroom. And I cannot believe the difference that it has made. So this is a little bit of a side story, but it really, truly has been revolutionary for me. Not having my phone be the last thing that I touch at night and the first thing I look at in the morning has reduced my media intake of sometimes negative news, has reduced my time on social media, and it really had been years of not having my phone be the last thing I touch before bed and the first thing I touch in the morning, and it has had huge benefits for my sleep. So if there's one tip in here that I would suggest, it is definitely making some boundaries around phone use in the bedroom, and if you can, trying to get an alarm clock. And so now I charge my phone in the room across the hall. So I actually have to get up and leave the room if I want to look at my phone. Number 4 is to eat healthy and reducing caffeine and sugar. Similarly, we're not leaving the house as much. We're not necessarily, a lot of us aren't exercising to the same degree. And so we're not metabolizing caffeine and sugar the same way even. So if 2 cups of coffee was okay when we were out and about and in doing our jobs and going about our daily lives, it's different. We're metabolizing it differently than if we're staying at home all the time. So I've been working to cut down my caffeine use and sugar, especially in the afternoon if you can. Number 5 is to choose a bedtime routine. This is another one that tweaking a little bit to update. We mentioned trying reading, story time, taking a bath, guided meditation, gentle stretching. I wanted to give you a couple other concrete options to do for your bedtime routine that can really signal to your brain, oh, this is the bedtime routine, and so I'm going to get prepared for bed. One is to enjoy a hot beverage before you go to bed. There's lots of nice, relaxing teas out there, and that can be a good ritual or routine. The other one is to use the sleep stories or sleep meditations. And in my session last week on mindfulness, I had mentioned the resource Insight Timer. And so this has tons of free resources. I'm going to put a link to the website in the chat here, but the Insight Timer also has tons of free sleep stories that you can tune into and help your mind relax at night. Last but not least, exercising regularly for sound sleep. I hope everyone's been able to benefit from the nicer weather recently. Getting outdoors also helps the circadian rhythm by getting the sunlight and helping your body distinguish between daytime and nighttime, and moving our bodies will help us feel better, I should say more ready for nighttime when it comes and it's time to start snoozing. So thank you for tuning in today. We hope that you are sleeping okay, and we are all going to get through this, and we hope you're taking care of yourselves. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media channels. As I mentioned, we're on Facebook and YouTube daily. We'll be back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow for another morning coffee chat. And then this afternoon, we will be on YouTube Live with a session on virtual programming from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's their New Hampshire chapter who will be on. You can also find all of our resources at nhlearnsremotely.com. That's posted in the comments section of the chat as well. So we hope you're doing well, and we will see you back here soon. Take care.